Hello everyone, today we'll be constructing the basic bodice block with armhole dart. So let's do this together, let's go. So we are going to start by drawing our guideline like so. Next we're going to find our nape to waist measurement. So my nape to waist measurement is 16 inches. So I mark it at that point. Now let's find our neck measurement. So this is the total circumference of your neck divided by 5. So whatever that gives you, you mark it across and then you mark it down as you've seen me mark. And then with a curved ruler, let's define our neck as shown in the video. So next, let's work on our shoulder. So my shoulder measurement is 15 in total. So 15 divided by 2 gives me 7.5. So I'm going to mark 7.5 at that point. And then I will go down 1.5 inches to give me that slope effect. You don't want to wear a shoulder dress that puckers. So I'm going to join from the neckline, neck point, to the down part of the 1.5 to give me my slant effect. Now I come down at 8.5. How do I get this 8.5? So the 8.5 is my armhole measurement divided by 2. So my armhole measurement is 17. 17 divided by 2 gives me 8.5. So I registered it at that point and then I square down to 7.5 and then I join from the slanted line to my bust line, and then from that point to my chest line I'm going to mark 6.5 inches. I do it here too, and then I'm going to subtract 2 centimeter or 2.5 centimeter, call it 1 inch from that point. So I subtracted 1 inch at that point and then I shaped that part of the sleeve with my curved ruler like so. So we are going to stop at that point. We're not going to finish. We're going to stop there. So at the bust line now, we are going to work with the total bust measurement divided by 4. So for me, 35 divided by 4 gives me 8.75 of an inch. So I marked at that line there 8.75 of an inch. Then I try to steady my line at 16 to be sure that that line is at 16 before I draw in my waist measurement. So we're going to do the same thing to waist measurement divided by 4, and that is 28 divided by 4 gives me 7. So from that point I'm going to draw 7, but I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to add 3/4 of an inch for that allowance. So that's what I'm doing at that point now. So when I'm done with adding this 3/4 of an inch, I'm going to join the line from the bust to waist together. Those lines, I'm going to join them together as you see me do now. So your pattern should look like this. So next we are going to find our bust span. So this is your nipple to nipple measurement. For me this is 4 inches. So I dot my 4 inches at that point and then move down to the waist and do the same thing too. Now we are going to move from shoulder now to our nipple. So put your measurement, your tape on your shoulder and then direct it to your nipples. Whatever that gives you is the measurement you're going to measure at that point. So I move from 10 to 11, so there's a gap of 1 inch between that point, if you can see very well. And then I made sure that that measurement sits on that bust span or bust point, and then I join from 11 to the waist measurement. Remember we left 3/4 of an inch on that waistline there, so we are going to divide it equally on that line. We're going to divide the 3/4 of an inch on that line like so, and then we are going to join those lines together to get a perfect dart. So it's coming together. As you can see, our dart is taking shape. So when the roller is off, let's see what happens. Ooh, yeah, it looks beautiful. So from that point, we are going to come down to the shoulder. Sorry, we are going to still come down to the armhole where we left the business halfway. So we are going to join that place we left open with our our nipple point at that 10, like so. And then at this point, we are going to measure out 3/4 of an inch at that point. Okay. And then when that is done, we join that line to the 10 inches in front. So you have to be very careful at this point. You see that my line was jumping away from where it was supposed to sit at the 10 inches to give it a perfect measurement. Both darts are supposed to be at the same point. They're supposed to be at the same point. One is not supposed to be longer than the other, so just be very careful when you are doing that. So next we are going to shape our armhole. So place your ruler, find a perfect angle that works well, and then place your ruler and then shape your armhole like this. So we are almost at the end of this pattern, but first we have to measure at this armhole area if the dart legs are equal. So let's see if we are lucky enough to get it so. So I think we are lucky enough. This is perfect. So now neck to waist measurement 16. Now the down part of the back is 3/4 of an inch, or if you're using matrix, 2 centimeters. Across is still the same formula as the front. Total neck measurement divided by 5. So that gave us 2/7/8 of an inch. We come in with a curve ruler and then we define the neck the way we did at the front also. Now that that is done, we are going to find our shoulder measurement. The formula is total shoulder measurement divided by 2. 15 divided by 2 is 7.5 inches. So we are going to come down from that point 1 inch. Remember, at the front we came down 1.5 inches. So at this point we are going to come down 1 inch, and then we are going to connect this line as shown in the video. So that aside, we are going to find our armhole measurement. Formula is armhole divided by 2. That is where we get our bust line. So your armhole now, for me, armhole is 17. 17 divided by 2 gives me 8.5. I mark my 8.5 and I square down at 7.5. So as shown in the video, at this point your project should look exactly or almost like what I have here. So now we join those lines together after making sure that our lines are sitting at the right point. So we join the lines together. Now at that point, we are going to find our total bust measurement divided by 4 like we did at the front. So I'm still marking 8.75 of an inch at that point. And at the shoulder, at the waistline, I am marking the same thing I did for the front. I'm also doing it at the back too. I'm extending 3/4 of an inch after the main measurement. So now we are going to find the midpoint of that shoulder point, and then we are going to go in. So we are going to go in at 3/8 of an inch, and then we shape we divide our waistline into 2 and use the same measurement at the top part here. We step down 1 inch from the bust line, then connect the line from the 1 inch that we step down to the waist measurement. We divide our 3/4 of an inch the same way we did at the front, there at the back also, and when this is done, then that means our pattern is complete. So thank you for staying with us. Please like, share, subscribe, and click on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time we post a new video. Thank you for staying this long with us. I hope you learned something. Please drop a comment. We'll be expecting your comment at this point. Thank you very much.